Evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Nisa Jones, Coach Nisa, your clarity coach. We are going to go ahead and get started with this session of Clarity Quest. So go ahead and tag, go ahead and share. I am not going to keep you long. You know I never do. But we are going to go ahead and get started now. So, hey. Come on in. So let's go ahead and begin. As always, before I start the clarity quest, I always want to remind everyone of my definition of clarity. And that is clarity is knowing who you are, whose you are, what you carry, and how to release all of that into the earth. That's our definition of clarity, our working definition of clarity. On the last session, I reminded you of a couple of things. I told you this is a mind thing, right? And in January, we are focusing on a topic that has everything to do with the mind. As a man thinks, so is he. You guys are familiar with that scripture. I know you are. And one of my mentors always says, Darius Daniels, we go everywhere head first, right? Head first. So it all begins here in the mind. So during our January, our last session, and this session, we are leaning into 5 principles that will help us fix our thoughts and win the battle in the mind. 5 principles is what we're going to be focusing on. Last time we did 3 of them. We did reflect, we did replace, and we did rewire. Now, if you didn't catch that one, the replay is in my Facebook page, also on my on my YouTube channel, Nisa Jones. I am water. All of that is posted probably in the comments as well. So go and look at that. If you missed the first one, go ahead and get caught up on reflect, replace, and rewire. Those were fire. Those are fire. Hey Trey, how you doing? Nice to see you. Tonight, though, we are going to lean into the other 2, and those are reframe and rejoice. Now, taken together, these 5 principles will help you condition the battleground of your mind. Because this is one thing that I do know. Clarity that comes from a battlefield that is primed and conditioned by these principles will increase your pace, will relieve your doubt, and propel you powerfully towards your destiny. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for joining. So that's what we're after, that type of clarity. And again, we're going to lean in tonight on 2 of my absolute favorites, reframe and rejoice. I want to remind you that I am an author, but I'm also an avid reader. So I pull from a lot of different authors. I love to read because I know God downloads in a variety of vessels. One author that I want to reference in this section, his name is Groeschel, and he introduced 4 of these principles. He introduced replace, rewire, reframe, and rejoice in one of his books called Winning the War in the Mind. God downloaded to me reflect to go above and beyond that. So it's been a long time. I haven't seen you in a long time, Trey. Good to see you. So you guys ready? You guys ready? Put some hearts in the chat if you're ready. Put some hearts in the chat if you are ready. Ready. I am so excited about these 2 principles. All right. So go ahead and also share it with somebody. Hi, Marquita. Love you. Go ahead and share this with someone who you think this might help. Again, we're talking about the mind here, taking control. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and get started, though. Let's start with reframe. One of my absolute favorites. If there is one of these principles that has impacted my life the greatest, it is reframe. It's reframe. Reframe your mind, restore your perspective, regain your control. Reframe your mind, restore your perspective, regain your control. Now, this is what Groeschel says. I'm gonna share what he said, and then I'm gonna share what I think about it as well. He says we cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we perceive it. Y'all know that's true. I hope you know that's true. You've heard all the adages. You heard all the sayings. Like, if you see the glass, do you see the glass half empty or do you see it half full? Mm-hmm. I know one of my favorite pastors, he said, the the problem isn't the problem. The problem is how you see the problem. It's all about perspective. And guess where perspective is framed? Guess where perspective is birth? Is in the mind. But if that mind isn't conditioned properly to give you the proper perspective, you lose that weapon. It's not accessible to you. It's not, because you're going to see everything as half empty instead of half full. That's just how it goes. He says, we all have cognitive biases that cause us to see things in ways that do not reflect reality. But we have the power to do cognitive reframing, changing how we view the past and the future. The key thing I picked up here when he was saying that was, we have this is very important. This part is very important because, I say it all the time, life be lifing. Stuff is happening all the time. You lose a job. The economy is bad. Your children acting up. All those are external things that if you look at them in a certain way, they will depress you. They will bring you down. They will cause you to lose hope. But if you can reframe that thing, look at it differently. Although the facts of the matter may be the same. Hi, Mary. The facts of the matter may be the same, but if you reframe it, I'm telling you, you'll go through that thing. You'll see things clearly. You'll see answers that are there in your face, but they're so clouded, unclear, right? Clouded by what's in front of you that you aren't able to navigate that particular situation. I work with a group I coach a group of young people, and this is one of the pieces of advice I give them all the time. And if they were on here, they can attest to it. I said, reframe it. Reframe it. You didn't get accepted into medical school. Guess what? Now you have time to now hone your skills and then do something different. Now you have time to contribute or to really flesh out that creative side of you until that time comes back around, right? You reframed it. The fact of the matter is the same. You still didn't get in, but you didn't dwell there. You didn't stop there. And what happens when you reframe a negative situation is now you take that control back. You take that power back. Because yes, a lot of things we cannot control. We cannot. It's beyond us. It can overwhelm us. But what we can control is how we see it, how we react to it, and we do that by reframing. Put some hearts in the chat if you can just stop and think about a situation. And I know we all have. We all have a situation where, this looks bad. This looks disastrous. This looks like I can't come through it. And if I were to be totally transparent with you, I have had those situations, probably dealing with some of them right now. This isn't the forum to talk about that, but if you follow me in other areas, then you'll get some insight on that. But I'm telling you, the reframe, I call it the power of the reframe, because you take the control back. You take the clarity back. Now you can see. Now you can move. Now you can resolve. Whatever it is. And that's good news. That's great news. That is great news. Hi, Trinette. Oh man. So that's reframe. That's reframe. I want to get into rejoice a bit, because listen, if you guys follow me on my page or if you know me personally, you know one thing I am a worshiper. I am a praiser. My heart is happy intentionally. I will myself to. And that is because I know the power of rejoicing. I know the power of rejoicing. Hi, Jeanette. So rejoice, revive your soul, reclaim your life. That's what Groeschel said. He said, revive your soul, reclaim your life. So many times we put the focus on trying to change the situation, trying to solve, fix what's not right. And that's good. That's natural. That's natural. But while you are on your way to solving or getting a resolution, life is still happening. You are still happening, right? Your mental health, your emotional well-being, all of that is being impacted. Now, it can be impacted negatively or it can be impacted positively. Okay? If you do nothing, it will definitely be impacted negatively. But if you take a hold of some of these principles I'm sharing with you, you take the control, because the battle is here. I don't know how much I just want to drive that home. The battle is here. So these principles will help you level that out. They are tools for you. Because even if it didn't change, even if the situation hadn't changed yet, that's another reframe. You still okay. You're good. You're thriving. You're pushing through. The situation isn't controlling. You are. I feel that there's some people who are listening to this call, who are going to listen to this call. That's where you are. You feel that you have no control. Hi, Elizabeth. You feel that things are just happening in your world, in your life, with your career, with your dreams, and they're just happening to you. You have no control over it. But I'm telling you, again, the battleground is here. And if you can clear that, if you can shift that here, everything else flows. You have the control. Put some hearts in my chat if you feel that. Put some hearts in my chat if that shift is something for you. That's good. That's good. That's good. So I'm just talking about rejoice though. So let's see what else he says about rejoice. The key takeaway in rejoice is the power of prayer and praise affect your mind. Now, hi Elizabeth. Now, I also told you guys before that I am, my background is science, biology, microbiology. So whenever I can see a connection between the mind or the spirit and the body, it's something just jumps in me, right? So this is one thing that Groeschel said. He discussed a finding by Dr. Andrew Newberg, the director of research at Thomas Jefferson Hospital and Medical College. And he said that prayer is similar to a physical workout. Instead of building muscles, though, it changes the chemistry of your brain. There's a physical change that occurs. Not only is it able to change the situation, but it changes you. Because I don't think everybody knows that you, because you are created in the image of God, there is so much power there in you, innately, accessible. Yeah, in you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, there's so much power there, right? God made it that way. He made us in his image, right? So if we can untap a lot of that, we can again, we have the power to bring ourselves out of a whole lot of things, even though they may not change around us. But if we are changed, we are the impetus for the change that we want to see outside. First within, then without. That's one of the main things I teach when I do my clarity coaching, I do my one-on-one sessions or my group sessions or my courses. Because it is so there's so much there. And it's almost like we are fighting with one hand tied behind our back because we don't realize the power that lies within us. And we know if there are Christians on the call who are Bible, you know that, what's in us. Greater is he that is in us than he is in the world. Inside. Inside. Oh my gosh. So when I told you I am a worshiper, I do not apologize for that. So I know this for a fact. When I go into, if I'm feeling something heavy, a problem, an issue, or something going on, the moment I go in, I enter into rejoicing. It diffuses and it clears that fog instantly. So there is definitely power there. Again, and what Groeschel is saying is that it's not just something that's happening like emotional or within that realm, within that space. There's a chemical, there's a chemical reaction that's happening that's causing the release of different hormones, and it's a whole thing, y'all. It's a whole thing. I absolutely adore that kind of stuff. I wrote a book called Hidden in Plain Sight, where I do make the connections between the nature and and spirit. I call it science as God speak a lot. So I do point out those instances because that helps me. That drives home the reality that there's more in me, and that there's more working through me than what's outside working against me, the external pressures, right? Because that's what is bringing the clog. That's what is bringing a lot of times that's what's bringing the lack of clarity, because we are bombarded so much with things that really don't matter, but they are heavy. I'm like, no, make no mistake about it. They are doing their job. It is heavy. But here, the battleground, we condition that. Powerful. Powerful, powerful, powerful. So I wanted to break those things down for you. I wanted to share those things again. So we talked about reflect, replace, rewire, reframe, and rejoice. And this is what I want to say to you. Y'all know I don't stay on here very long, but you know where I am though. This is what I want to say. As you seek clarity for your life, I encourage you to consider and utilize these 5 Re's. Use them to condition the battlefield of your mind. They are great weapons. They are more than able to combat everything you're going against. Because we need you clear. There's so much inside of you that our God has deposited that he wants to get out. There's so much there, but he needs you unclogged in order in order for him to pour, in order for him to download and get the answers that he has to the people that he needs to receive them. Yeah. He needs you unclogged. He needs you clear. So, and it all starts here. It all starts there in the battle of the mind. So if you feel yourself stopped at start, you don't know what to do. It's like, I know, girl, I hear what you're saying, but listen, this is some hard stuff. I don't know where to start. If you feel yourself stopped at start, or you just need assistance navigating those R's or clearing the process. I just gave you high level, I just gave you surface stuff. I really did, because this is a quick clarity quest, right? But if you need assistance, I want you to know I am here. In the tag comments, I have tagged some resources for you. There's a free playbook. I have also tagged for you my website. I've tagged for you the link to those books that I alluded to. All of those taken together are weapons for you to help level the playing field by clearing that that mind, right? So that you can be all that God has called you to be, right? You can be all of it. You can be all the answers that he's placed in you. Somebody's waiting, because everybody's not going to hear. Everybody's not going to go to somebody's church. Everybody's not going to come into contact with but everybody, there's somebody that you have contact with right now who needs what's inside of you. You don't need a big platform. You don't need a stage. You need what's in you to come out comfortably, confidently. And when you get clear here and you realize the power of what's here, you can help somebody else get free. Because I'm telling you, in this day and age, we need everybody on deck. Come on now. We need everybody on deck right now. We need all of us. All of us. All of us. So I am here for whatever it is you need. Again, that website will point you to several different resources. I do one-on-one clarity calls. I do offer self-paced clarity courses online. Do it at your own pace. And you can interact with me as you go there. Again, my personal transformational short reads. They are short reads because I know attention spans ain't that long these days. Hey, I make them really short. And also, if you like community is so vital. I created a Clarity Quest community in the Facebook group. It's a free community. I will be posting resources there periodically. But I'm telling you, the power of community coming together with like minds is incredible. It has changed my life forever. That part. That part. So that's what I wanted to share with you all this session of Clarity Quest. Reflect, replace, rewire, reframe, and rejoice. I will be coming on more often, particularly in my Facebook group, just to, again, impart some of those things because they are so vital. We all need it. We all need it. And I'm here. Just wanted you to know that. All right? I'm going to give you back your evening. Contact me, DM me. I am here for you. And let's go. Bye.